in this listener's point of view, they should have plenty of room since they're saving to the Roth, maxing the Roth IRA, and also putting 20,000 in the brokerage account, should have plenty of room to adjust for that. But to your point, if we're kind of like really tight on our savings amount, right? And we're going to get to savings for this gentleman next. But if we're tight on savings amount, to your point, we got to be mindful of that. So that's a really good point. Yeah. And I think that's where we should go next, actually, is just looking at the savings rate. Yeah, the savings rate, general ignorance aside, which is, man, did they ramp up their savings rate? Because they are saving $23,500 to the 401k, $20,000 to the brokerage account, $7,000 to a Roth IRA if they said they're maxing it out, and then they get a $3,000 employer contribution, to the 401k. So in total, that's $53,500, $50,500 of their own money. So basically, they're saving over 50% of their income.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
A lot. And, and each person's different, right? And so this is where, hey, if we have a target in mind and we want to run full steam ahead, fantastic. Never going to discourage from over saving or saving at a rate like this. It's a lot easier to have these type of questions than when we have our conversations rather than someone who's saving 5% of their income.
Right? Absolutely.
And so where I would start is just, you're 41 today. You've accumulated about, we'll call it $230,000. Your saving rate's north of 50%, which is phenomenal. I would just say, what are we sprinting towards? Is it retirement by 50, by 60? You've already mentioned in the comments here that you're living off of about $40,000 a year. I think that's probably the next place we should go.
Absolutely. I mean, the thing I look at immediately is I would start having questions of like, I would just want to know, are you living the life that you feel really fulfilled in? Or are you over saving to the detriment of living a great life today because you feel you're behind? Right? Because if we just look at the basic math, if we just say that 235,000 is where we start today, we're going to save, let's see, 235,000, and we're going to save 53,500 a year. Okay. And we're going to save let's just say we're going to save for 19 years until we're 60. Right. Yep. And let's just be really basic and say we get a 7% rate of return on our investments. That means at age 60, you're going to have $2.85 million. Right. If I just say what can that sustain for a lifestyle? If we just do like the old simple Guyton guardrail, that supports about $9,500 a month.
That's more than double off what they're living off today.
Right. And it's like, if we look at, well, what do they really need? If we're really at 40,000 a year, we really need to get a portfolio to somewhere around probably like 1.5 million to sustain that life. If this is the amazing life that you're living today, that'd be my main question, is like, what are the things you want to do in life? Because as we get older, there's our health fades, like our time to do things. In a sense, we might get more time, but we need to have health, money, and time to go do things. Yeah. And so it's like, what are the things you want to be doing in life while you're growing, while you're running your career? And let's make sure those things are planned for and they're built in. And if the 40K is really just the foundation of what we need, but it's not everything we need, let's plan for those things. Because as we can see here, you could probably retire in something like 10 or 11 years if you save at this rate. Absolutely. If that's what you want. But is that what you want?